Josh is here. He's come to visit for a day or so.
We're gonna be on YouTube together. That's some weird stuff, man. that's just weird. That's just weird. Look at him. Look at him being weird. Look at him being weird.
Hey everybody.
He's filming us and we're filming each other. That's some weird stuff. Who does that?
Just us tubers. Want to hear it?
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, it's going in the Rambler.
Cool.
That's going to be fun. So that's what it looks like when it comes out of the Prius, and this is what mine looks like after I've cut it down.
Okay.
So I've cut off this shaft here and everything that goes in it. This is the part that goes toward the steering wheel, and this shaft was originally about that long. Well, I cut it down because I'm trying to put it in as small a space as I can.
Yeah.
And I couldn't cut it any shorter than that. You can see that's the part where the grooves are.
Yeah.
There's grooves in here also.
Yeah.
And we need that, so I couldn't really cut it much shorter than that. So it takes up this much space, including the other bracket like this on the other end, which means I have to cut that much out of the Studebaker, which is what it did. And I put it together so that this can come out, and there's one up in the steering rod that it can go into. And I'm thankful I did, because once I got this completely in there, it took for about a week. Then I realized it wasn't going to work, and I had to take it back out. Now the way this is supposed to work is that you connect 3 wires, and this, you turn this, and it will lift a heavy weight. Like if I put that jack on it and hinged it out here, and I was able to turn that, and it would pick that jack up, and that jack's about 50 pounds, 75 pounds, something like that. But for some reason this one stopped working, and the part that I was hammering on was here. So I may have, I don't know, I may have done something, because I can't even, it doesn't turn at all. I think I broke it.
Yeah.
Just past you here. I had these bolts out and I put them back in. And I noticed you could see like a wheel or something. I wonder if putting these bolts back in without, because see that metal piece used to be over here. But I wonder if putting these in locked that up. Look, that fixed it.
Well, when you look in that hole,
Yeah.
the blue thing on the inside,
Yeah.
turns with it. Oh wait.
Yeah, see, it's working.
Yeah.
So let's do this.
So the bolts ran too far.
Huh?
Your bolts
The
ran
bolts
too
ran
far.
too far. See, those bolts had a bracket like this.
Yeah, they're
on
meant to
it.
hold a bracket.
So when I put the bolts back in, I locked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the problem wasn't the thing at all, it was the
No.
bolts.
Yeah.
So if you're an electrician at home, this is where we give a disclaimer of, y'all don't try this at home.
What could go wrong?
Or if you're from anywhere in the South, you go, hey y'all, watch this.
Hold my beer.
You just waited till I got here for me to help you figure it out, so I feel good about myself, didn't
Pretty
you?
much, but don't tell anybody.
It'll be all right.
That'd ruin the fun. Now that I think this can work, we could actually get this together
Boy, we are dangerous together, aren't we?
so that you could drive it.
I bet something might be on fire before it's all
So that
over.
we could test it out. And I left all my tools laying on the floor, especially so you could see them the way they look in their natural habitat.
Crikey!
So the short shaft goes right here,
Okay.
and then that other shaft that I was turning goes right here.
Okay.
And there's a bolt up inside here that I need to get out or push up in there, one or the other.
Okay.
And so that thing sits right here. And once it's all wired and put together and everything, it's supposed to like help this turn. Well, I suppose the advantage of putting this all together while you're here is that I can make you do most of the work.
I'll unplug things and make sure you're okay afterwards.
You're gonna clean up after the explosion, is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I'll tell Trish your last words were, tell any baby I love her. You know, or something like that.
Well, that's not the dumbest thing I ever done, but It was an easy fix. You know, if I'd have
There you go.
thought
you're
of
welding.
that.
You're welding here.
Oh, yeah. If I'd have thought of that
Before you plugged them into the
Yeah.
battery?
I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about when I took that steering column, man.
Oh.
Right. So this is the ground. That's the wire with the stripe on
We'll
it.
call it a ground.
This is the hot wire. And that's what powers this. There's also a hot wire which is going to activate it. This little teeny wire here is what activates it. And if you listen, you'll hear it click when I put that on there. Hear that?
Mm-hmm.
We need 63 Impala here to help us be safe and do it the right way.
What are you talking about? He'd set himself on fire and then film it.
He's got experience with danger.
That's actually why I poked myself in the eyeball with baling wire. I wanted to be just like him when I grew up.
Yeah. Well, in my book, you don't get points for that because you didn't get it on video.
I did not.
Yeah.
I'm not as cool.
Whereas he got it on video before he even put
Well, he's
fire.
vastly smarter than I am.
Well, I don't know if he's smarter than you. He might be dumber than you are. I mean, if you were on fire, where would your priorities be?
I don't know. His ended up with millions of views. So, maybe I guess I'd film it.
Think he got millions of views for filming it and not putting himself out somewhere?
It got me watching it.
Okay, I guess that's the answer.
When a problem comes along, you must whip it. I said whip it. Whip it good.
Whip it good. So, if it's easier for me to overwhelm you using the force, you see how I worked that in there, Star Wars man?
Oh, well, Star Trek. I'm sorry, John Williams. I totally messed that up.
That would be going where no man has gone before, and I've already done this before. So. Oh, don't do that.
Don't cross them.
No.
Ghostbusters taught me that. You can't cross the streams.
Let me get us a little bit more exposed wire there.
And they don't mean like naked exposed.
Yeah, I do. Exposed wire.
Hide your children from this video. Is it supposed to be so strong that I can't hold it? Is that what the goal is?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say it don't feel any different from before.
No, it don't. Which is important. So if I can't overwhelm you,
Yeah, I mean that's my.
are you being overwhelmed?
No. Now, kids, when you're around baling wire, make sure you wear goggles. I need y'all to pay attention now. There's gonna be a test later.
They're probably watching 63 Impala wailing wire.
I bet he's on fire. Is this supposed to be plugged in?
Yeah.
Okay, that may be a problem.
That could be the problem. Yeah, that's supposed to be plugged in. Hang on a second.
I'm just asking for a friend.
Yeah, that's supposed to be plugged in.
Okay.
You so smart. I'm glad I brought you over here.
You're getting kind of senile in your old age there. You know that?
See now?
Yeah, you see now and see Amazon and.
You have to be in Egypt to see now, don't you?
Yeah, I'm like you. I'm not comfortable with that being so close.
All
It's
right.
like you're trying to be friends or something.
Try it now.
You got a hold of your section?
Yeah.
Okay, so earlier I was using my hand.
Yeah.
I was doing it with my finger, so it works.
You saying it works?
I used my finger, so
So
I
it
was doing
worked.
like that.
It worked with one finger.
All right, so let's unplug the electricity before we tear everything up.
You know, this is as much fun as we can have without cutworm.
Hey, man, we done fixed it.
So you're declaring it works.
Listen, when I got here, this wasn't working, and all of a sudden, all I did was ask a few questions, and now it is. All I'm saying is, I deserve a raise.
Double your pay.
Somebody gonna raise them.
Okay, here's what needs to happen.
Gordy.
This is my good white shirt I wore to greet my son with. Not to be doing this, but then he said, let's do that. And so you just led me astray. I was fine until you led me astray.
Listen, I think it's the people watching the video. They didn't let us know that you had on a white shirt because you was too busy trying to focus on the problem. They're sitting on their couches right now watching this, and they didn't do a thing.
You know,
But sit there and be like, he's wearing a white shirt, he's going to get dirty, and they didn't say nothing.
if we blame it on them, they can't argue with us.
Well,
up from where we are right now.
Seeing as how, I mean, if any of you were time travelers, you would have come back in time and told us about this. I'm blaming society.
I think you're taking it too far now.
I think society has let us down. They could have come through with something better.
No.
They could have time traveled.
I think you got to step back.
Think I'm too close to it? Is that what it is?
That whole time travel thing, I think it was just a little too far.
Maybe the time travelers are too busy trying to fix the world economy and the next COVID and all the other stuff rather than save your white t-shirt.
Well, I got that all figured out. All they got to do is come ask me. But do you think they're lining up my door to ask me? No.
I bet that's hot.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't leave the YouTubers up here that need them.
Make stuff happen.
We're gonna need them tubers.
Sometimes y'all got to give a hand and not just by clapping. You got to be like, come on, man, let me grab that other side.
Yeah, like that.
Let me put down my coffee cup. I've been watching y'all in the morning. Put down my coffee cup and couldn't give you a hand.